Hey everybody, just trying out the GoPro so I can read comments on here. It should pop up the live here in a second, I hope. I don't know if this is gonna slow it down to where it doesn't work. I'm not, well, it says it is waiting for me. Okay, it's doing something. All right, there I am. All right, so we got one in here. It's probably me. Let's go to live chat. Hey, looky there. There's Crazy Ed's Homestead. What's up, man? What is she up to now, popping in here? So guys, what I'm doing, hopefully the picture is better on here. And what I'm doing is trying to test out the GoPro, using the GoPro camera for my lives. That way I can hold my phone and be able to read the chat and it won't disappear. I could even comment back to you guys on here, I guess, because I'm actually watching it here. Yeah, I'm live right now. It's just a random live. I don't really like the way that it sets up in here. Now it was whirling on me there. Hey Lila, good morning. Good morning, Catherine. Yeah, I'm just testing out going live with the GoPro through YouTube. I don't really like the way that it sets it up. I wasn't able to set up like a thumbnail. At least I didn't see it in there. So I don't know. I'm just trying to figure things out this morning, so I figured I'd pop in here and say hi to everybody, see who all might pop in. Let's see, what is today? Thursday. Gracie Lonis. Hi Dave, hope you're having a good day, blah. Yeah, I'm having a good day. That's crazy. There's so many popping in here. That's awesome. And this is like an unplanned live. I don't know if I can turn this sideways and still see the comments. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Lila said, hi everybody. So I wonder if those are going to disappear. Maybe I can set it up here. I'm jiggling the camera. Sorry about that. So how is the how's the picture quality? Is it better? I mean, I can't hardly tell on my end. And I'm a little bit lower elevation here in the backyard. I would be up there by the sawmill, but the sun is out up there, and as most of y'all probably know, I broke the umbrella by not folding it up, and the wind got a hold of it. So it's really sunny up there, so I decided to come down here by the tiny cabin. It's coffee time, Thirsty Thursday. Hey, that's a good name for it. Thanks. What is she up to now? I might have to do that, start doing Thirsty Thursdays. That's a good one. How'd you come up with that? Let's see. Willis Dockery said, hello everyone from Georgia. Good morning. I got my coffee here. Looks great and sound is good. Awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm back here by my little shed. I'd been planning on taking this thing and turning it into a tiny cabin and adding on to it. It really depends on my mom if she wants to move out here, but I've also been considering moving into it myself. So Crazy Ed says, looks good, David. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, from what I can see, it looks good, but on my phone, the live keeps buffering. Oh, she said, glad to help. Old saying. Really? I've never heard it before, so that's cool. Yeah, and I've got the GoPro plugged in on this little charger here that I've got from Walmart, so I can keep my phone going for quite a while on that and the GoPro. From what I can see, the picture quality is pretty good, but is it buffering a lot on your guys' side? Because it is on mine. Oh man, that's hot coffee. I got a big gulp of it that time. Yeah, the comments are still going away. I keep having to touch the screen to bring them back up. So I'm probably going to have to get a holder that will hold the phone upright, because if it's upright, the comments will stay up there. I don't like having to touch it all the time, so. But that's right here. Is it right there by the camera? Renee Keith says, good morning, no buffering on my. Better get you some. Each other. I think I'm pretty well caught up on that. So what do you guys think? What do you think I should do with the shed here? Think I ought to turn it into a cabin? I mean, the original plan was I was going to turn it into a tiny cabin and add on to it, put a wood burning stove and, you know, like a bed and stuff in there that could be maybe folded up against the wall. But I've got so much stuff in there, I've got to clean it out. And my mom, she kind of needs a better place to stay than where she's at. So that's why I'm considering that. Or, you know, if she doesn't want to move into it, then I could probably maybe rent it out as an Airbnb or something. Not real sure if I really want that, but I don't know. What is she up to now? So it's spinning a little now. Well, it might be because I picked it up. Would you consider making some salad bowls or cereal bowls to go with the cups to sell as a set? Man. Well, I mean, I could. I do have a couple of bowls I've made. The problem with bowls is they tend to crack when you're like right after you make it or whatever, and it takes so long to make a good wooden bowl, because you have to rough it out, then you got to let it set for a couple months and slowly dry. If it doesn't slowly dry, it'll crack on you. Man, you're talking about some money right there. I mean, to turn a bowl, you're probably looking at a day, so probably about $100 for a bowl. And then each cup right now, the base price is about $100 on them, kind of depending on what wood I make them out of. I mean, because no matter what I do, it's pretty much a full day to make one of those cups, because I have to hand carve the handles. So I mean, you're looking at some money to, you know, to make like a full set like that. I mean, in order for me to do it, it's got to be worth it. I've got to make money to do it. So, and Gracie Lona said, sounds good, Dave. Is it Gracie or just Grace? I mean, it's spelt Grace, like my grandma's name was Grace Anna. I didn't know if you went by Gracie or Grace or what. I think I just say Gracie because our beagle, her name is Gracie, so it just kind of rolls off the tongue. But I mean, yeah, I could make like a salad bowl or whatever. It's quite a bit of work just to try to produce the cups. Jason bought the black walnut cup from me, and it's shipped out to him. I don't know when he's gonna get it, because when he paid for it, he told me to send it to Texas. So I'm hoping that that's where he meant for it to go. I've sent him messages and stuff, and he's hard to get a hold of because I guess he's so busy. But yeah. He paid a good amount for that cup too. I don't want to put it out there how much he paid for it, but he didn't even haggle me on price. He said he wanted it. He's like, I have to have that. So that was really cool. I really hope he enjoys it. I don't know if my chat's froze up. Renee Key says buffering now. All right. I may have to go up on the hill up here in the sun. Let me take it up there so I can get better signal. Go for a walk. Yesterday, right down here in the flat spot I cleared out about 6 or 7 years ago, this is where my cabin is supposed to be built, that little flat spot right there. But yesterday there was 3 deer down in there. No, the chat's still breathing and moving. Yeah, all right, we're moving up here by the sawmill, a little higher up the hill here. Whew. I'm gonna be in the sun, so it's gonna be warm. Still got the walnut here on the log, or I'm here on the sawmill. All right. About to fall over here. Okie dokie. Hopefully that's better. Cool, a field trip, yippee. Man, it's way behind on my end here. The chat I don't guess is, but the video is. What I'm watching on mine, and I'm still back there by the shed. Technology, guys. Tell you what. Renee Key said, oh, how sweet, Gracie. What am I missing here? Brenda Baker, good morning. We got What Is She Up To Now in here. Renee Keith in here. Brenda Baker. Grace Lonis. Lila. Crazy Ed was in here. I'm guessing maybe he still is. Let's see. Willis Dockery. Yeah. Quite a few people in here. Awesome. But yeah, I was just trying to test out this GoPro and everything, and it was a little bit windy up here by the sawmill earlier, and I didn't want it to really mess up the audio, so I went down by the shed. But I don't have real good service down there. I got a little better service up here. And look, see on my end it's just now showing that I'm walking from the shed, but it's whirling. Yeah, busy Jason. Yeah, I mean, I sent him a message. I was like, hey, is your PO box still, you know, whatever? And because I couldn't find it in his about tab, I sent him messages and stuff on, I think on YouTube and on Facebook, and no response or anything. I was like, well, I want to get it shipped out today, which was yesterday. And so Chris Myers, good morning. Yeah, so I didn't get a hold of him. I went back to the PayPal where he had sent me money for it, and it said ship to, and then it had the address he wanted it shipped to, and I was like, well, that's not even where he's at right now, so I don't know. But yeah, he'll get it one way or another. Wish I could. I mean, I asked him if he wanted me to go down there and deliver it in person. I could have took it down there yesterday or today. And he's like, well, I won't be there. He was going to go pick up the sawmill. So Renee said walnut is beautiful. Yep. Yeah. And these are probably going to end up becoming more coffee cups. So lots better. Awesome. Yeah, I can see it now. We got a little bit of sun coming in, brightening up the picture a little bit. And yeah, it looks really good on my end there. Tim Shizminski, what's up, man? What's up? Yeah. Are you punching me? Or is that like a right on? Catherine said still here too. Yeah, see, now the wind's picking up a little bit. It feels great though, with this sun out and everything. So my daughter is home from school today sick, so I got to take care of her. She's not like real sick or anything. I think what it is just sinuses, and she said her throat hurts, and now this morning basically her whole body hurts. And I checked her temp and it's the same as mine. Lila Newton says break time is over, catch you later, have a good one. Bye Lila, see ya, have a great one. So what are you up to there, Catherine? I haven't really caught up on your videos or anything. Did you get a property? You know, last I heard you you got you a property, or you're supposed to be getting one. I don't know if you got the ones, you know, from over there by Branson, or I think somebody else had said you got some property in Oklahoma. So now the camera's a little crooked. There we go. Get you guys leveled out there a little bit. Oh, you guys couldn't even see my screen when I held it up there. Yeah. Fist bump right on, LOL groovy. All right. What is she up to now? Saying, have a good day, Lila. Tim Shizminski, are you the guy that came out here talking to me about building a mill one day that lives down here south of me? I can't remember that guy's name that was out here. I don't remember if it was you or who it was, but I've had a few people that watch my channel, you know, stop by out here, and I've talked to them, and it's hard to like keep everything straight. But yeah, that little forehead thermometer we got, that thing, I don't trust it. So I had to take her temp, and it said like 92.7. I was like, well, that thing's full of it. I took my temp and it said the same thing. But yeah, she's got the muscle aches and stuff today. So I said, well, hopefully it's not the C. I haven't been feeling real great here lately either. Just like when I wake up in the mornings, I'm dragging butt, just not feeling great. And it could be the C. I don't know. Don't have any trouble breathing or anything. I quit smoking, like, I don't know, I think I'm going on my second week now or something. I try not to think about it too much, because every time I think about it, you know, that's when I kind of want smoke. So I don't know, it's getting easier though. I don't really think about it too much. So let's see. Catherine said Oklahoma, yes, got almost 3 acres. Oh, cool. Is that out there by Kansas, Oklahoma, in that area, you know, out there where kind of by where Jason's at. Tim said, no, I've asked you about the positioning of your mill. Oh, is that when I was talking about like moving it over here? Yeah, I needed it moved over here because it's just easier to get the logs backed up to it. Whenever you have your truck and your trailer both on level ground and you're backing in, you know, putting a log on the mill, it's a lot easier. And where I had it before, I was having to back kind of up the hill from my driveway, and it got me to, like, right when I'd had the log to the mill, the nose of the truck would be down and the trailer would be out here, and I just couldn't see the end of the trailer, so it was a pain. 90 miles from Tulsa. Yeah, I don't know where that is. 90 miles in which direction? That's quite a move for you, because don't you live in like central Missouri, like mid-central or something? Tim says he's in Weirton, West Virginia. Grace Lonis says, hi Brenda Baker. What is she up to, or Tim, like, what is she up to now? Is asking Tim Shizminski, are you getting hit with some of that nasty rain? Okay, Grace said it's Grace. It's easier for me to say Gracie. Don't you love it when people say your name wrong? I don't get that very often. I got a simple name. He says he's in the northern panhandle. Wasn't too bad here, but PA got pounded. Man. Oh yeah, I've not looked at the weather on my phone here lately. We got quite a bit of rain the last few days here. Of course, that one day when I posted the video of that crazy storm come through here, it looked like a backwards tornado. Yeah, I mean, it was crazy, and it took literally like 5 minutes. Thanks, Renee. 6 hours from where you're at right now. About 2.5 hours from prior. Oh, wow. Well, we could call you Davy if that makes you feel better. I've been called Davy Crocker before. At Thanksgiving, I was helping out my mother-in-law with Thanksgiving dinner, and one of my cousin-in-laws come in. He's like, "What's up, Davy Crocker?" And this was like years before I ever even met any of the Crockers or anything, and so they would nickname me Davy Crocker. I mean, at the time, it would kind of tick me off. I was like, screw you. Took offense to it a little bit, but now, I mean, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. I like to cook. I'm pretty good at it. It's not like my specialty or nothing, but, you know, I'm not bad at cooking. And I was helping out. If I don't make the stovetop stuffing, it just doesn't come out good, and I hate it when people mess up the stovetop. They like to stir it too much and turn it into mush. Basically, you just, you know, put it in there with the hot water or the boiling water. you turn it off where it stops boiling and just barely stir it around and leave it, you know, wait for it to, you know, let it set for a little bit. Otherwise it turns into like a nasty mush. So, yeah. Just figured I'd come on here, test out the GoPro. Looks like it's working pretty good. I actually need to get these walnut slabs up to the house and start cutting those up into more manageable size pieces. Get them inside so they can start drying a little bit faster in the house, and just make some blanks out of them so I can start making some coffee cups. I need to basically set up a mass production of them, you know, so I can make them cheaper. I'm pretty sure most people aren't going to want to pay $100 for a coffee cup, so. David Woodcutter combs his hair with a wooden wheel. Cooks like no other. Oh, Davy Woodcutter. That's a good one there. That sounds like a song my buddy would do. A good friend of mine out in the oil field, he's got a YouTube channel. It's called Craig Fairless. I mean, that's his name. He's just got a few videos up, and if he would practice more, the guy can really sing, and he can play guitar and everything. And I've told him, it's like, dude, just put some more videos out. It'll work. It just takes a little bit of work. And I was telling him, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna quit this trucking stuff. I'm gonna get out of this and go do YouTube. And you know, everybody's like, oh, you're stupid, don't do it, you won't make it, you'll never even get monetized. That's what I was hearing from everybody. Brendan Baker said, that's me too. I love stovetop if it's done right, and Heinz makes a chicken or turkey gravy in a jar that goes great with it. I usually do my gravy from scratch. An hour and 27 minutes from Pryor. I just googled it, was wrong. Okay. But 90 minutes from Tulsa. Or 90 minutes, 90 miles, same thing. Off the Wall Preppers, just checking in, taking a little break while I'm working today. Hey everyone, what's up, Off the Wall Prepper? You look really familiar. Like, I used to work at Joplin Petro years and years and years ago. That was my first job, and you look really familiar. I'm pretty sure you've come through there several times, or at least, you know, around the Joplin area, because I mean, you look real familiar. Crispy stuffing is the best. Yeah, I don't like it all mushy. Hey, there's my mom, Betty England. Good morning, Mom. I was just talking about the little shed back here in the back, you know, asking everybody if I should turn that into a little cabin. Nobody said anything about it. But yeah, I mean, probably need to turn that into a little cabin or something if you want to move into it. If you don't want to move into it, then I could probably just rent it out to somebody, or maybe even move into it myself as a challenge or something. I don't know. Off the Wall Prepper said, hanging out in the Ozarks. It's those good looks no one can forget. You really remind me of a lady I used to live by over at my dad's. Her name was Dee, and she was a broker for like truck driver loads. Everyone called her Dee. I don't know if you guys are related or not. Your looks are very similar. Look like you might be related. Grace Lonas, my granddaughter, gets that. Gets what? See, I'm missing out on something here. Probably something I was talking about. I'm a little slow. Sorry. So, off the wall prepper, how many trucks do you see out there today? Have they all shut down pretty much? Got an aunt named Eve that was from Texas. Have a good picture and sound. Cool. Yeah, I mean, from what I can see on here, it keeps buffering and it's way behind on my end, but the picture looks good on my end. Really crisp. I mean, to me, it actually looks better than what it looks like just using the camera from the phone. Off the wall prepper. They didn't unite, only the independents did here locally. Hey Daz, what's going on, man? Got my Aussie garden and kitchen in here. Good day, chat. He's saying hi to y'all. All the way from across the pond, down under, there in Australia. Cisco did, and some others. Well, good. I got a surprise yesterday on my phone. It popped up on there something about you know, keeping track of your COVID shot or whatever on Samsung Pay. And I said, oh boy, there's the beginning of all the BS right there, where basically they're going to try to force you into getting the shot. And you know, I can see where that's going, right? It's like, oh, hold your phone up here, scan your phone. If you haven't had your shot, then you're going to be turned away. You can't go in and shop for your groceries. You can't have this or that. You know, and I tell you what, if that happens, I think the lead might start flowing. It's not good. Justice called for truckers to keep it rolling due to shortages in hurricane and meds. Yeah, I mean, especially in the hurricane areas, I can see, you know, keep that rolling. We don't, as a truck driver, you know, I stand with all the other truck drivers. Even though I'm not driving a truck or anything currently right now, I still have my CDL. I'm still a truck driver no matter what. Been in it too many years, and you know, I unite with them. But you know, we don't want to hurt our fellow Americans. And basically, what needs to happen is they need to, you know, put their foot down and make enough noise to where they get heard. The one thing, you know, I like President Trump, but the one thing he did that I absolutely did not like is that, you know, as an owner operator, I paid a few people to go to Washington D.C. They actually had appointments to go speak with Trump, and Trump did not speak with the owner operators. He only spoke with the big what are they called? The big companies, the big organization that only speaks for the large trucking companies, which are actually a minority. Most of the freight hauled in this country is actually done by owner operators, and he said he was going to speak with these guys and have, you know, hear what they had to say, and he didn't. That's the only thing I didn't like about what, you know, Trump did. I mean, and the guy ain't perfect, so he's not going to do everything that I like, but for the most part, I like all the policy things and stuff that he done when he was in there, and I wish he was back in there, but you know, I hope he gets back in there. I'll just leave it at that, I guess. I don't want to get too political in here. Grace says, have to go, Dave. School run. Cool. That's how it's looking over here. Really? You have to scan in with a barcode or QR code, or sign in to go into shops, banks, etc. Man, I'll tell you what, that's not going to fly here in America. That is not going to fly. That is 100% losing your freedoms right there. You know, I don't know. So many people get it and they're like, oh, what the heck, and they get it, right? They don't care. You know, but what about people like me that there's a history of stroke and heart attack in my family? There's no way in heck I'm gonna get that shot. I am not doing it. I don't want to die, you know. And the only time I've ever really been sick is when I got a flu shot. I got a flu shot one time in my life and it nearly killed me. And the reason I got it was because when I worked at Joplin Petro, they told me I worked in the food industry and, you know, closely with people, and that I had to get the flu shot. That was back in like 97 or 98 when there was a really bad flu outbreak, so to say. Like nobody got sick until they got the flu shot. I'd never really had the flu real bad or anything until I got that flu shot. I've refused to get a flu shot ever since, and I've not been that sick since. I've had colds and stuff, but not like a bad flu. And Deborah Pelletier said, I'm shaking my head today. Like this? You're like, oh, you're so full of it, right? Well, everyone has a right to their opinion. There's been too many people die from getting that shot. My daughter was telling me about a girl in her school that got the shot, and she's paralyzed now. She can't walk. She had a blood clot to her brain, a stroke basically, and now she can't walk. All because she got that shot. So, yep. No way I'm getting it. They don't publicize that, and they'll probably take my video down for that. I don't care. It was just a test live anyway, so. Oh, also not to? Yeah. Okay. I mean, everybody has a right to their opinion either way. I mean, it doesn't matter, like, you know, which way you guys feel. I mean, you can voice your opinion on here, and I'm not going to, take it down or say you're wrong or anything like that. You have a right to your opinion. If you want to voice your opinion on here, please feel free to do so. My moderators, if they're in here, don't take it down or anything. Just, clean language is all I ask. I like to have an open discussion about things on here, and just, tell it like it is, right? If you want to comment, I mean, and one of these days I might use StreamYard, and if one of you guys want to come on and we can talk about some of these subjects on here, we can do a live with a couple of us on here, whatever, and we'll just have a open discussion about it, not pre-planned, and just say it how it is, right? Oh, where'd it go? Deborah said love and agree with you. Nice. Renee said I like his policies also. Yeah, it was definitely working out better. Whoa, hey, what am I doing here? I can't see the chat now. Come on now. There it is. Whew. I could barely see it. It was like faded. My mom said no shot here. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that the sea is like not real or anything. It's real. It's definitely really bad for people who are susceptible to that and everything. But above and beyond everything else, I believe every individual person in America has the right to their own choice and their own free will. That is a God-given right, and I believe that should be a God-given right. I mean, it is God-given right all across the whole world, not just in America. But in America, we believe in protecting those rights, and you know, it's your body. You have the right to choose, and the healthcare system wanting all this money and everything for producing this shot, it's all about money in my opinion, in my view, and I just think it's wrong. I mean, it's not natural, it's not safe. I would rather take my chances, and if God decides to call me home, so be it. You know, it's not the end of the world if I die. You know, it's the end of it for me, but not for everybody else. What is she up to now? Said I use StreamYard. Yeah, I don't know how to do that using the GoPro app. I'll have to look into it. I mean, like this live, that's all this was trying to figure out how this would work with the GoPro. I was doing this hoping that I could hold the phone and read comments or whatever. Doesn't seem like that's gonna work out. I might be able to set this up a little different and be able to turn the phone on the tripod on the next one. I might try it here in a second, because the comments keep disappearing. I keep having to touch the screen. Renee said, if we were all the same, we'd be boring. That's right. And you know, I expect diversity in my audience. I expect everyone's going to have their own opinion, and you know, we can have an open discussion about all these things. Everyone is welcome to voice their opinion, because you know, just like I believe everyone has a right to decide for their own body and everything, I also believe everyone has the right to free speech, and that's what we're practicing here. She said, I don't use GoPro. Yeah. I'm really liking the picture quality that I'm seeing on my end from the GoPro. So, yeah. Let me see if I can rotate this around without jarring you guys around too much. It's going to be a challenge. If I can get this rotated about right there, I should be able to, hang on, I should be able to get my phone turned to where I can read comments all the time. But now it's way over there. I got it turned 90 degrees. That's probably a little better there. Let me figure out where I'm at here. Okay. The last comment I see is My Aussie Gardening Kitchen, said exactly Renee. Let's see. I wonder if I can put you guys something like this. Sorry. I know, moving y'all around, but I'm trying to get this figured out so I can get it set up the next time around. Well, if you guys could just see how I have this thing set up. What is she up to now? Just don't drop us, because we'd all have lumps on our heads, and no one would believe it was due to someone dropped us on our heads. Whoops. Hey, Jason Crocker dropped us on our heads this morning in Coffee with the Crockers. Well, not him, I guess is the dogs. One of the dogs knocked the camera over. Dad said LOL. at What Is She Up To Now. Man, it's a nice day out today. I think it's supposed to be in the 90s or something here. Daz, you're in wintertime over there where you're at, right? Or down there where you're at? Coffee's getting to me. All right, blame it on the poor dogs. Yeah, they come up there, and I guess he had the camera propped up, and they were wagging their tails around and stuff and knocked it over. Around here, well, our dogs are in the house right now. Earlier they was in the backyard in the fenced in area, so I don't have to worry about that. The only thing I got to worry about is the chickens coming over. What Is She Up To Now said, no, it's spring down there right now. Just got a notification for something here. Okay. I've got people replying to me on Facebook or something. Nothing too important. So it's spring down there. So you guys are just going into spring, and we're going to be going into fall. I never really paid a whole lot of attention to stuff like that in like geography class. And then the crazy thing was later on I become a truck driver. Dad said, third day of spring, mate. 2:40 a.m. Friday now. 2:40 a.m. Do you ever sleep? I don't believe I'd be up right now. I got up early this morning. It was like 3:30 when I first woke up. Tried to lay back down, but when you wake up at 3:30 and you know you got to get up at 4, you just can't get back to sleep, right? So my wife and my oldest son had to go up to Kansas City today because my oldest son had got his back damaged. Basically the discs in between your vertebrae and stuff in his lower back, he messed those up pretty bad. He's had surgery once already and went up there several times. So they went up there again this morning. My other two kids were supposed to go to school, and I was supposed to go up to Kansas City with them. But my daughter said she's too sick to go to school, so I'm at home with her today. And right now she's up there playing on her phone, I think. So gave her some Dayquil earlier, so she's probably up and moving around now. But this morning, like, she didn't want to get out of bed. You could tell when they're actually sick. I feel bad. I didn't feel real great this morning, but I took 2 Excedrin and got up and getting with it. When that wears off, I'll be feeling it. Heather Hopper says, definitely fall here in Ottawa. Ottawa. Where do you live? Are you in Oklahoma, like Ottawa County, Oklahoma? Or are you in Canada? Ottawa, like, my mom lives in Ottawa County in Oklahoma. And I know there's Ottawa in Canada. At my Odyssey Garden Kitchen is from the future. Oh. Or the past. I mean, depends on how you look at it. I mean, we all say down under, like Australia is at the bottom of the earth. What if they're at the top? I mean, if you're in outer space and you're upside down, Australia's on the top of the earth. It's all about perspective, I guess. I mean, at some point somebody said this is where time starts, and it goes, the earth rotates this way or whatever. So I mean, if you look at it from that perspective, I see what you're saying. But Um, Sleep, I've heard of that. Is it good? Yeah, it's pretty well needed. uh, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. I've been there a few times. I used to go up there and pick up loads of that spray foam that's in 55-gallon drums, and used to haul that down to Mexico. Heather Hopper said, sorry I forgot the rest. What'd I miss here? That's a good point, mate. Mr. MT Homestead, what's up, man? What's up, Big Mike? Good to see you in here. Yeah, I was supposed to get up early this morning, which I did. I got up at 3:30, just woke up. Wasn't supposed to be up till 4. I was supposed to go to Kansas City today with my wife and my oldest son. He is going up there, hopefully to be released from the doctor on his back surgery and stuff that they've done. And hopefully they tell him that he can play football and lift weights and everything. They told him that before, and then my wife said something about the doctor wasn't so sure about it or something, and my son's already been playing football. So I don't know. And he said he doesn't feel any pain anymore, so that's, you know, to me that's a good sign. But that's where they're at right now. I was supposed to go with them, but my daughter is sick, not feeling good today, so I'm home with her. Don't want her to stay home by herself. My other son's at school, so I'm out here checking out all the technicalities with the GoPro and everything, trying to get all this figured out. And I really like the picture quality on here. Everyone else is kind of saying that it's good, sound is good and everything. We do have a little bit of wind, and I know the GoPro a lot of times really picks up on that wind, and I don't have a dead cat for it, but the microphone's facing me and the wind is kind of coming towards me, so I'm hoping it's not too bad. Mike saying, hello, Daz. Daz says, good day, mate. Mr. MT. Hello, Heather Hopper. What is she up to now? Okay. When it's spring here, it's fall for my Aussie Garden Kitchen. Here is winter there. Fall here, spring there. So pretty much like just the exact opposite of what we got going on. Sousa Home, what's up? That name sounds really familiar. I don't know if you're who I think you are, but my wife has a friend with that last name of Sousa, so S-O-U-Z-A. It lives down in like Fort Smith area or somewhere down there. Heather Hopper said, hello, Mike. Oh, yeah, it's starting to warm up out here. Well, this is pretty awesome. I mean, on my phone, I'm watching the live, and it's way behind. It's like several minutes behind right now. I don't know if I can click live on it and it actually catch up. All right, it's catching up. Let's see if it works. But every time it buffers on my phone, it gets further and further behind. Luckily, I hope the chat's not behind. I don't think it is. But, yeah, Daz, you need to get some sleep. The toilets even turn the opposite way. Yeah, I've heard that. Like, if you're on a ship, I heard that if you're in the Navy or something, and you're on a ship and you go south of the meridian, that I guess then the toilet will flush the opposite direction. I mean, that would be one of those things in life that I probably never would have picked up on. Not that I I don't sit there and flush a toilet and look which way it goes, but it was kind of weird the other day when we had that storm roll through, and I looked on the radar, and I wish I'd had my phone with me. I ran out the house and jumped in the car to roll the windows up. I didn't have my phone with me. It was in the house. I was actually playing a video on it, and I ran out there to the car, and then all of a sudden the wind got crazy. So I didn't know it was going to do that. I just figured, it's just raining. The sun was out and it was raining, and so I just ran out there without my phone. And next thing I know, the sun wasn't out no more. The wind was blowing like really hard. It was probably, I would say, 60 to 70 mile an hour wind gust, and it just lasted a few minutes. I mean, it hit and it was done. And when I got in the house, I looked at the radar on there and I took a screenshot of it. And the way the Hook Echo was coming in from the north, it looked like a northern inflow, which is really odd for here. And I was like, man, that thing's bass backwards. So that was kind of different. You know, I mean, we get those the little cloud burst, whatever you call them, pretty often around here. It's not like rare really, but that was a pretty strong storm that hit, and it seemed like it was just backwards. Normally when we get something like that, it comes from the south or the east. This time it came from straight from the north, not from the northeast. Marilyn F. Davis in the house. What's up? We can hear the wind, but it isn't annoying. Well, good. I mean, right now it's not. It's barely. Well, there it's moving again. Sweet dreams, my Aussie garden. Yeah, man, get some rest. I didn't mean to keep you awake. I'm just sitting here like killing time today, and figured I'd go live for a little bit. I'm really surprised at how many people's hopped in here. I don't know how many's been in here, but we've got 11 in here right now. I have no idea how many thumbs up there are. Let's see. We got 18 thumbs up, 0 thumbs down. Here, let me put my 2 cents in there. There we go, 19 thumbs up now. Are you on break there, MT, or is this your day off? Well, it's Thursday. I think you said you got Thursdays off, if I remember right. That's awesome. If it is your day off, pretty sure you said you get Thursdays off. Oh man, good coffee. So yeah, it's been just a long, drawn out morning for me. I'm already ready to go like take a nap or something. I actually got a project I need to do today. Almost forgot about it. A viewer of mine, I can't remember her name offhand. I'm pretty sure it's a her. Lives over somewhere around Springfield or something. Ordered a key rack from me. Now, I need to get with her and see if she wants me to carve something on it. Just, you know, I don't know, a simple carving or something. I'll probably do a video on it. If I do a carving, I mean, if it's just a board with some key hooks in it, yeah, I don't know if I want to do a video on something that simple. But yeah, I need to get with her and see if she wants some kind of carving or something on it, maybe like a cabin, or I have an idea for like a covered bridge scene or something. I'll have to see if there's an open source scene like that out there that I can carve. I think that'd be something pretty cool. I've carved a cabin in a piece of wood before with the CNC, which was pretty cool. I already have that on my computer, but usually I can go online, I can find DXF files that are open source, not copywritten, and I can use those. Which, I mean, on stuff like that, I could actually use it. I just probably wouldn't want to make a video about it. Oh, Mike says lunchtime for me right now. I was off last Thursday, but my normal work week is Monday through Thursday. Oh, awesome. Patty Price, what's up? Good morning. Yeah, it's still barely morning. It's 11:53 here. Man, that is awesome. We got so many people have popped in here, And I went live to test out the GoPro, got it hooked up wirelessly to my phone, and I'm using the Wi-Fi hotspot on my phone to connect the GoPro to the phone. So I don't know if this is going to be a very good thing to do very often, because I'm kind of limited on my gigabytes for the Wi-Fi hotspot. Got a cobweb. I don't know if you guys could see that, but there was a cobweb waving around in front of the camera. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to be something I do all the time, because it's going to use up the Wi-Fi hotspot. And I think that's part of the reason it's buffering on my end, because you know, we're using Wi-Fi to go from the camera to the phone, and then we're using the data over cell phone signal to upload the live. So yeah, technical stuff. I'm not good at it. Crazy Ed said, I'm gonna need that sawmill behind you for a couple days. Well, you get me with it. Nobody gets to borrow the sawmill. I have to be there with it. I mean, I don't have a problem with being there with it and letting someone run it with my supervision, but yeah, ain't nobody borrowing it. I don't care how good a friend you are. Even my brother won't get to borrow it. So I don't have any problems taking it over to his house or something, you know, if he had something he wanted milled up. But most likely I would just go get the log and haul it over here and mill it for him, instead of taking everything to his place. But yeah, we'll do some milling for you there, Crazy Ed. I think I know what you're talking about. Go out there on that property. Plans change so often and so quickly, it's hard to keep up with everything. Mike said, what's up, Crazy Ed? Are you driving right now, Ed? I tell you what, guys, I caught some hell for what I said in my video the other day, because somebody paid me $500 to go out to the 41.36 to do some milling for them. But I didn't realize I was going to have to keep my schedule open this long. I mean, not complaining or anything, but I would like to get out there and do some milling for them. I mean, right now I feel kind of obligated by this person that, you know, sent me some money to be able to pay for some gas and stuff, some of the expenses to get out there. And that's not why. I mean, I don't want it to be, I don't want to feel like I got to go out there and mill for them because someone gave me money to go out there. I want to go out there and mill for them because they're friends of mine. And some people have said, hey, I thought you were going out there doing it free. That was never, ever what I talked about with Simple Life Reclaim or Country Road Cure. They'll tell you that too. I'm doing it for a lot cheaper. You know, basically I just want them to cover my expenses, gas, and feed me and stuff. That's been the deal the whole time. So I'm just throwing this out there right now for y'all. Even the person who sent me the money, I will be going out there. The last I talked to him, you know, we're just working out, hashing out, you know, when this is all going to happen. It's, you know, they originally wanted me to come out like a month ago when it was super hot, like super humid, and I was like, there's no way I can do it. Ed said, of course, I'm in Oregon. Mr. 8 foot tall empty homestead. Man, he grew another foot? Dang. Ed, he grows every time he talks to you. But yeah, I don't know, in the live last night, somebody else is offering to bring their mill out. I don't know what's up with that or whatever. I don't know. But I think the main thing is for me to bring my Log Arch trailer out there, because like they said in their live last night, is it's extremely hard to move those logs. And I need to go out there and show them that with this trailer, it's going to be so much easier to pick those logs up and move them around. I mean, it's kind of like having a mobile crane. You pick up a log, put it on the mill. If it's like a big log still, when you take it off, like you cut 2 flats on it or whatever, take it off, you grab it with the trailer and go stack it. Real easy. I mean, it's like having a forklift pretty much. So I mean, I want to like show them that kind of stuff, and also I'm supposed to go out there whenever they get their mill and help them get it set up. So I mean, this person that sent me the money seems to be getting a little impatient, and they're pressuring me, and I don't want that. So I'm actually considering getting a job and making that $500 back and sending it back to her and saying thanks but no thanks. I mean, it is what it is. So I don't want to feel pressured like, hey, you need to get out there and you need to do it now and all this and that. So I just want to throw that out there. I want to go out there because I'm friends with them and do this for them, and they can just pay for my gas and stuff to get out there, which isn't a bunch of money or anything, and we get to hang out and everything. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. I just got a little bent out of shape with the comment that I had to delete off my YouTube the other day from the person that sent me that money. Tim Grade, if you have a panel on the sea, I would like to be a part of it. The preamble to Constitution promote the general welfare is where the government gets the authority to require the vaccine. Yeah, but you cannot force someone to have to, be injected with something. I don't care. That supersedes anything. That's a God-given right. My body, my choice. If you have a panel, like what is that? Like a few people come on or something? I mean, yeah, we can talk about it. Much of this was in the Federalist Papers. Now what is an overreach today and historically? Well, it's dang sure an overreach for sure. Ed said, David, you can't do nothing about it if they're not ready for you to be out there right now. Yeah, I mean, that's what I tried to tell her. I was like, look, they're not ready for me yet. They are super busy with what they've got going on. I don't want to be hounding them, messaging Anthony all the time about it, hounding. I don't want to be like that. I mean, when they're ready for me to come out, that's when I'll be out there. And that money that I got before, because I didn't have money coming in, was actually what helped me get out there the first time. And they understood that I told Mel and all of them, this certain person gave me this much money to come out here to bring the mill and everything out, and they wanted me to come out for the 4th of July. And I said, well, you want me to bring the mill out and then like after the 4th of July party and stuff, we can mill and whatnot? And they're like, no, we're not ready for that, but we want you to come out. And I said, well, that's gonna take out of this money, so I mean, it is what it is. I figured I'll make some money back, and that was just to pay for some of the expenses. I mean, I think what this person doesn't understand is like, to take the mill and the trailer and everything, and you figure in your blades and all that stuff, you're looking at about $1,000 a day. And I'm not charging them that. Just basically the gas to get there and back. I wanted to make sure those expenses were covered. I'm not worried about the blades or anything. Whatever. I just wish the person would just be like, let it go, and be happy that I'm going to be going out there. I keep having to tell them, yes, I'm going out there, but I can't be like, hey, I need to come out there now. I can't be like that. I mean, it's their property. They're the ones that they know when this has to be done or that has to be done. And, I'll be out there when they invite me to come out and mill for them. As simple as that. Alex Hay from UK. What's up? That is crazy. We got people here all the way from the UK. Man. I used to work with a guy, a British guy from the UK. Well, a few of them. I built a platinum and gold and other like platinum type metals recovery plant with some guys from the UK. We hung up their flag inside the building with the American flag, and they're like, man, that's really cool. I was like, hey, that's great, you know, we all can get along. It's like, you know, they asked me if I could go up there and hang up their flag, and I said, well, we got to hang up the American flag right next to it. I didn't put one higher than the other or nothing. They were even. I thought that was kind of cool. I liked working with those guys, and I learned a lot about, you know, the UK and everything. And pretty much like everyone's the same, like everywhere you go. Like the conversation's always the same, and if you're in a shop or something, conversation's the same, just in a different language. Mr. MT Mike said, hello Alex. Possum Run Homestead. Hi David at Hoods Custom Shop. MD saying hi to everybody. Possum Run. Let's see, I'm trying to keep this straight. Possum Run, that's down there by Anthony and Roxanne or Country Road Cure and Simple Life Reclaim. Yeah, hopefully I get to meet you next time I go down there. That'd be cool. I watched one of your videos the other day, seen you were moving in on a property, putting a culvert in. I guess you live in a bus. I think that's what it was. Kind of settling down, putting down some roots in a place down there. I want your channel to succeed. Yeah, me too. Another reason I went live. I'm trying to figure out another time to go live and what will work for me. It's easy. It's so much easier to do a live than to do like a build video project. I mean, let's say like a video on the sawmill, like I was milling these logs here on the mill the other day. You know, I spent a couple hours with the camera, moving it around and stuff, and getting shots and talking to the camera or whatever. Some of that may go on the video, some of it may not. But okay, so there's a couple hours there. And then I'll probably have a couple hours of editing. And then, you know, a couple hours of uploading because I upload everything from my phone. And it just, when you figure it all up, I mean, you've got an entire day and a half to upload a video like that. And then you have the time that just like maybe laying in bed figuring out what video am I going to do today? What am I going to talk about? What kind of subject is there? Like, I don't get a whole lot of feedback because most of the people who watch my channel, I would say probably like don't really know much of anything about a sawmill, or they don't have a sawmill. And so they don't ask questions related to that, or maybe some questions related to woodworking, so I don't know what they want to know. I don't know if I'm gonna have to go like copy off of like Matt Cremona or something, some of the questions that he's had to do in his videos. And at the same time, I'm just like, there's so many people out there that's answered all these different questions, you know, like let's say how to use a router with you know, a bushing set. I mean, it's, to me, stuff like that is just simple. It's math, you know, figuring your offset and making a pattern using your bushing or whatever, or how to cut a mortise using a router, you know, how to hog out most of the mortise with a router. I should probably do a video on that. I need to do another video on how I sharpen my bandsaw blades for the sawmill, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I spend lots of hours like thinking about that stuff, and I'm like, well, last time I did a video on that, it really didn't do that great, and I ended up taking it down because I started getting a bunch of crap comments on it. What's up, Adam? Good to see you in here. Got like a bully homestead in here. CC says hello, everyone. Who is CC? I don't know who you are. I've not seen you in here before, but welcome. Let's see, have I missed anybody? Souza Homestead said hello, MT. Man, that's awesome. So many people been in here. We got 14 in here right now. 26 thumbs up. And you guys are great at hitting that thumbs up. That's awesome. Oh man, Possum Run Homestead said, hey Adam. I really want to bring Adam on here sometime. I probably need to call you Adam sometime and see about having a live, bring you guys in here. We got another one. Who was that was talking to me a minute ago? Tim Grade. He was he's interested in doing like a panel chat on let's see, about the sea and the Constitution, all that stuff, like a discussion on that. I would love to have Adam's input on that, and we can do it on my channel so you don't have to worry about hurting your channel. I don't mind having a political discussion like that and letting people voice their opinion. You know, even if my video doesn't get monetized, hey, I don't care. But I want people to be able to voice their opinion on it, speak about how they feel about it. I mean, and there's people like Adam that, you know, knows a lot of, the guy's really smart. And like this Tim guy, I mean, I would say he probably knows more about it than I do. I just have an opinion, how I feel about things. And I know one thing, the way I feel is it's my choice if I'm going to get a shot or something like that. I'll let you guys know a little bit of something about me. I'm Indian. I have my card. I can get free health care through the Indian tribes over in Oklahoma. I can go to Claremore, to the hospital there, and it don't cost me anything. It's all covered through the Indians. The thing is, through them, I don't have a choice on how that healthcare stuff is taken care of. Pretty much like, let's say if my wife was to have her child there, you know, back when we was having kids, my brother and his wife had their son there, and you know, like, they have a regimen, like, you know, you're there having a kid, they do this, they do this, they do this, and you don't have a choice. You know, because they're paying for it, you don't really have a choice on how your healthcare is handled. I go to a hospital here where we had our kids. You know, she had a choice. You know, she could say, no, I want to have my child. You know, she could have had the choice of a home birth or something like that, or, you know, like in water, or, you know, in the hospital, or maybe a C-section or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of choices there. Or she could have Pitocin or a epidural, all these different things. She has a choice, all right? And, you know, that's what I believe in. And that's why I don't use the Indian healthcare system. I grew up in that. And like, you went in there, you got a root canal as a kid. I got one. Instead of just getting a filling or something, they did a root canal and then a filling, and I don't know, they weren't gentle. Adam said, I'm putting your hard work up in the cabin right now. Sweet, man. I can't wait to see what that looks like. Oh, that's going to be awesome. I hope it doesn't like cup really bad on you. As far as I know, you never got that stuff sticker stacked. So it's probably still wet. Except for the top boards. But I mean, hopefully it won't be too bad. If it starts cupping on you, just unscrew it, flip it around the other way, and let it start cupping the other way. It should flatten out until, I mean, well, in the winter time when you start doing that wood burning stove, that's when it's really going to start drying on you. But yeah, I can't wait to see what that looks like in there. Dawn Lee says, hi, I'm late to the party. Welcome to the party. Having a little discussion here. It might get a little political at times because I'm just like that. Voice my opinion a little too much sometimes, probably. Like a boy Homestead had said, I hate talking politics. Me too, because a lot of times, especially if I'm speaking with someone who doesn't see things eye to eye with me, I mean, things, you can get a little heated, you know, I mean, because you feel so strongly like one way, which, I mean, it's not right or wrong either way. You know, I have my beliefs, like, I believe that it's my choice, right? And there's other people who are going to believe, well, you know, it, like, everyone has to have their kids immunized before they can go to public school, because, you know, there's a lot of people who believe, hey, why should your kid not be immunized and be allowed to be around my kids, right? I mean, neither one of them's wrong. I mean, and I guess at some point you have to just say, all right, well, I'm going to homeschool my kids. Well, now the way this stuff is getting is controlling adults, like, hey, if you don't get this, you can't go grocery shopping. If you don't get this, you can't have a job. To me, that's starting to look a little bit like the mark of the beast. And yeah, I don't want to get into that. I mean, I don't like to talk religion too much because I'm not that well versed in it, and I could easily misspeak. So I don't want to talk about religion or anything really, but you know, politics, we can talk about that. We can talk about our opinions. But yeah, we'll probably have to do that sometime. Maybe we'll get Crazy Ed in there. He'll probably do it because he's crazy. You got to watch what you say on your channel these days. If you tell someone that you're going to go help another channel, all the sudden 30 people block you because you want to help someone else. Huh. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, my channel doesn't make enough money to, like, make me shut up or make me care about what I say. I've worked for 12 years to try to build this channel. I mean, yeah, I've not really worked hard on it until like the last 2 years. But, you know, I know YouTube could eventually pay me enough to make me care, but right now they don't. I don't even get a monthly paycheck from them. I get a check from them every 2 or 3 months, depending on how good my channel does that month. But this is a platform where I get to voice my opinion or whatever if I want. And if they want to demonetize it, that's fine. I still have the right to put it up there. If they take the video down, I could possibly sue them for, you know, interfering with my right to freedom of speech, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't want to have to get a lawyer or nothing on something like that, but yeah, I mean, if somebody wants to hate on me because I decided to go help somebody, hey, that's their problem. You know, if somebody had a beef with Crazy Ed, and let's say they are subscribed to my channel, and they don't, you know, maybe they had a falling out with him, and they don't like him, and then all of a sudden, because I go help him, they don't want to watch my channel. Hey, not my problem, that's your problem. Or not yours, but theirs, right? He says the stuff I'm using was stickered, but cupped a little. Looks awesome so far. Yeah, I mean, if it's cupped, like let's say it's cupped this way, just put the, what would you call it? The, is it convex? Convex, I think, is where it's out. Convex to the outside from the wall, and then that side will, it will dry quicker, causing it to pull it back straight. Dutch Creek Cabin, what's up, man? What's up, Drew? He says, hey man, I'm just working so I can only listen. Hey, I get it, man. For a long time, you know, when I had a job before I had to quit it, I was listening to everyone's lives and stuff, like you know, Ridge Life and all that kind of stuff. Like, I was driving a truck doing local stuff. I'd be loading a truck or whatever, and wasn't able to actually watch it, just listening. So I get it. Let's see what I miss here. When, where, and what? When, where, and what time, David? Right on, man. I don't know yet. Tim, what was his name? Forget his last name. Let me scroll back here. Tim Graday, when would you like to do this live stream? We'd have to get that planned out, because we can get Crazy Ed on there and we can have a discussion how we feel about all this stuff that's going on these days. You know, we probably don't want to use keywords because, you know, we don't want it taken down, really. I don't care if it's you know, demonetized or something because we're talking about a certain subject or whatever. But you know what, it's freedom of speech and everyone has a right to their opinion, and I would like to know how everyone else feels about some of this stuff. I mean, all I know is how I feel, and I know there's a lot of people who agree with me. I know there's a lot of truck drivers, like Off the Wall Prepper has been talking about. There's a lot of truck drivers that have shut down in protest against these things. A lot of that has to do with the shot. A lot of it has to do with over-regulation. All the stuff is just, it's too much. And it's one thing that actually, you know, has been keeping me from wanting to get back into driving a truck. Alex said just listening also, so it's okay. Hey, that's awesome that you guys are in here, you're listening to the conversation. And like Alex, you're from the UK, if I remember right. And then like earlier we had Daz in here, he's from Australia. And like, you know, they don't, down in Australia don't have the freedoms like what we have, and I don't believe the UK has like a lot of the freedoms we have. And so, I mean, it would be great to have some of you guys on here to talk about, you know, how things are where you live, and you know, the belief system maybe that you guys have in the country where you live and everything, and have this discussion, talk about stuff. I find it interesting, and I think a lot of other people would find it interesting. And if we can keep it a good, clean conversation, I'd love to have that conversation. Also, I mean, if there's anybody who is a truck driver and in any of these other countries, and you want to talk about some stuff like that, and we can discuss, you know, how it is here, you know, as a learning experience, that'd be great, I think. Tim says whenever. Well, everyone says whenever. I don't know. Today is Thursday. Trying to think. Kind of thinking Saturday. Ed said, I just got kicked out of a store this morning because I wouldn't wear a face cover. See, I mean, that's the stuff I'm talking about. That's one reason I won't do it, because every state you go to has different laws on it. Like, you know, before, when the sea was going on, Arkansas, man, like, you, from what I heard, I don't know this for a fact, but from what I heard, if you was in that state, it was possible they could lock you in, not let you cross state lines or something. I mean, what if I was down at the 41.36 and then I tried to cross state lines to come back up here where I live, and they tell me I couldn't? You know, what if you're a truck driver? I mean, seriously, I mean, some states are going to be that outlandish that they can literally try to close their border and not even let a truck through. You know, the things I've seen happen since all this stuff has started going down, I mean, and the stuff that I've seen happen up in Minnesota, the political stuff. And I know this, the sea is bad, okay? People die from it. It's very real. It's not, you know, it's not what they made it out to be is the thing. It's not as dangerous to everybody as they made it out to be. It's pretty much the exact same danger as the flu. I mean, people die every year from the flu, and from the statistic numbers that I've seen, it's the same amount. It's just, you know, here recently we've had pretty much nobody die from the flu and everyone dying from the C. So I mean, go figure, right? I think it's more political than anything. It is a terrible thing. I'm not gonna deny that, but let's see here. Let's read some comments. Saturday is okay with me, Tim said. Daz has been very supportive of my situation. He is very kind, and I would love to join a chat with Daz. I don't swear, so it will be clean on my side. All right. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking Saturday we could probably try to do that. Trying to think what time. Somebody throw a time out there for Saturday when we could do this. And then if everyone wants to agree on that time, we could do it. And I'm thinking noon or after on Saturday. Hopefully I won't be busy that day, and hopefully I can remember. And I'll have to remember to go live on StreamYard so I can bring people in. Dutch Creek Kevin said, I don't think that Arkansas statement was true. Yeah, I mean, what I heard when it first come out that they locked down Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas. They closed down the borders. Truck drivers were not allowed to go from Texas into Louisiana. I know that actually did happen for a fact. And they had some issues down in Arkansas. Some truck drivers had issues getting into Arkansas. They wasn't letting them in. They were telling them to take a different route. If they were not delivering in Arkansas, they didn't want them coming in and making them go around. They did that for about a week. I didn't experience it personally, but I know it happened. A private establishment has the right, where to go, to refuse service to anyone for any reason. True, they do. But I mean, that's when it's up to the public to say, okay, I mean, just like the CCW, you know, you see that sign on their door, it says no concealed. That's when you have to say, okay, fine, see ya. You don't get my business. And eventually, if they lose enough business, maybe they'll change their way of thinking. But yeah, I mean, I totally agree. You know, just like here at my business with the sawmill, I have the right to refuse service to anybody I wish. I reserve that right, and so I can't disagree with that. Oh, I missed Dutch Creek there. I'll butt in quickly and say I don't even wear deodorant. So that tells you my opinion on putting chemicals into Oh man. Yeah. Noon or after. Noon is okay. So Tim Grade said noon Saturday. We can go live on Saturday at noon. Anyone who wants to pop in, I'll try to figure out how to post the link when I start up the chat. Anyone who wants to come in, we'll welcome you in. Hopefully Adam can come and be a moderator, because it might be a whirlwind. I don't know. I think most of the people on my channel pretty well probably think the same way as me, because every time I voice my opinion on here, I lose quite a few subscribers. So I guess they weed themselves out. Adam said I won't be on much next week, couple weeks. I have a ton of work to get done before my mom comes out for a week visit, plus some medical appointments keeping me occupied. Okay, that's awesome. Don Lee, you gotta say which time zone. Oh, Central Time of U.S. Central Time Zone. See, things like that I just take for granted. Yeah, I would just go with Central here. So Central Time right now is 12:28 in the afternoon. So everyone knows. Tim says, how do we log onto the panel? You will need moderators for it. I've got a few moderators here. Hopefully will come in. But in the chat, I will post the link, and you click on that, and that'll take you into StreamYard. You will enter into the broadcast studio, check your mic and your camera. You'll want to have headphones on. If you do not have headphones, you won't be allowed in into it, because you have to have headphones. I was in a live chat here a week or so, two weeks ago or something, on a channel, and there was a few of us in there. Somebody did not have a earpiece or whatever, so they could not have the feedback, and they were asking me questions, but the problem was I was hearing that question like 5 or 6 times over and over and over again, and it was driving me nuts. I couldn't make heads or tails of what they were saying, and they didn't realize it. But like, so they would say something to the camera, it would go through, so you had that delay, and then whoever was also on there, I'm not throwing names out there or whatever, they didn't have a headset or microphone, I mean a headset or earpiece in, so it was back feeding through theirs and going back into the loop, and so I was just hearing it constantly over and over, and it was driving me nuts, and I don't want that on here. We want everything to be, you know, everyone to not interrupt each other. Everyone, you know, when it's, we'll pick whoever. I think I'll probably just be like a moderator, and I'll be like, okay, so-and-so answer this or whatever, or you ask someone a question, and then I'll say, okay, it's so-and-so's time to speak. Let them say what they want, and you know, I'm not gonna like give a certain amount of time for each person to talk about it or whatever, just when they've said their piece, and we'll move on, and have just one person speaking at a time so people can clearly understand and get your point across also. Let's see. But yeah, there'll just be a link at the very top of the chat. You'll see it in blue. You'll click on that and it'll take you into it. Like Bully said, if I can, I'll be there as a mod. That'd be awesome, Adam. That'd be awesome. Alex says, so UK is 6 hours ahead of you, so that means I can join, but I think that Daz from Australia will be asleep. Yeah. He needs his sleep for sure. Tim said, I have no speaker in my system, headphones only for me. Okay. I mean, you don't have a microphone. I mean, as long as you have headphones on, so it's not back feeding through the system, that'll work. That way you can hear. Of course, you're going to have a microphone also, so you can talk to everyone. And like what I use is my earbuds, my Apple earbuds, whatever they call those. I just put one in one ear, and then I can hear people, and it doesn't, you know, feed back through the system. Like a gamer's headset or something that has like a boom mic on it, that works. Don Lee says it's 10:30 here. So you are on the West Coast, or you're either what, mountain? You would, no, you'd be Pacific, right? Are you in California? Don Lee, are you in California? I can't remember if you were the one that said he was from Ottawa, or someone said they was from Ottawa earlier. Dutch Creek Cabin said, I picked up a GoPro 9 this week. Sweet. Man, I've been wanting to get one. This right here that you guys are watching me on right now is a GoPro 8 black. I've got a GoPro 7 that I don't use anymore. Now, if you guys are interested in winning a GoPro 7 silver, it's not the black, it doesn't have, you know, different batteries in it. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway as soon as I hit 2,000 subscribers, and that will be the giveaway gift, is a GoPro 7. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't have a GoPro that would love to have one. You know, I finally upgraded to a GoPro 8 black that takes, you know, batteries. You can change out the batteries. That's the biggest problem I didn't really like about the GoPro 7 silver, is you can't just change out the battery. You have to charge it. So you got to let it charge, which takes a while. And that just wasn't really working for me, but it's a really good camera, you know, as a B-roll camera. Let's say if you want to get some underwater shots or something, and you know, you need a GoPro really to do that sort of thing. So I'm looking into doing a giveaway with that camera because I really don't use it anymore, and someone else, one of you guys, could use that. So my first giveaway will be the GoPro 7 silver. It is used. I mean, it works good and everything, but we'll do a giveaway on that when I reach 2,000 subscribers, and we're moving up there. I think we right now, before this live, it might be way down now, but before I did this live, we were at 1,825. So yeah, we're 175 away, I think, from 2,000. Once we hit 2,000, we'll do that giveaway, which I gotta learn how to do a giveaway. I don't know if I want to do the wheel or whatever. I'll have to get with Mike from MT Homestead. Those guys, they do pretty stinking good on doing giveaways, and so they've got a little bit of experience with it. I need to get with them and figure out how to do all that, or somebody needs to walk me through it. I had Adam walk me through on doing a live. His live, one of his lives was the first one I was ever in, so that was pretty cool. I learned a little bit from that. Let's catch up on the chat here. Alex, I have never spoken or tried it, but I will ensure I have headphones and mic. Good. All right. So we'll try to make sure you can get in here, Alex, because you're from the UK, I believe, right? I think that's what you said earlier. So yeah, I mean, I'd be really interested in having you in there. I really wish I could get Daz in there, but yeah, Tim Grade, we want to get you in there. You seem like you're pretty well knowledgeable on some of this stuff. Let's see. Dawn Lee, you're in your own little country. She said, yeah, I know. Not changing clocks here, which works for me. Where is she? Oh, she's in Mountain. So that, like, Arizona is the one that, or parts of Arizona, I think, don't even change their clocks or something. Is that Mountain time? I can't remember. When I was driving a truck, when I went through there, my phone changed time zones for me, so I didn't have to worry about it. The only time I had to worry about it was like trip planning, like how early to get up in the morning so I can make it there in time. Renee Key said good earbuds. Yeah, I mean, like the Apple earbuds, for me, they work great. They have good noise canceling, so I mean, if you're outside or something, or in kind of a noisy environment, they help knock that noise down, so everyone's not listening to the wind blowing in everyone's microphone. Crazy as Homestead, I'd buy it from you. I need a GoPro. Sorry, man, it ain't for sale. We're doing a giveaway. I'll probably do one of those deals where we'll have the giveaway video, and all you got to do is comment, and then you'll be entered into that. Let's see. Yeah, Don Lee says 1.82 subs right now. Yeah, so I mean it's probably still 1,825. It doesn't show you guys the exact number, but it shows me on my YouTube Studio. Once you get over 1,000 subscribers, then it goes to like 1 point something is what everyone sees. So it goes by like every 10, I think, or something like that. So like 1.82, that could be 1,820 or 1,829, and once it goes over, it'll say 1.83. So Alex, yep, British and Jewish dads will join. I am going to send him a note via Instagram, as I owe him a note, so I will tell him to rewatch this. Yeah, that'd be great to have dads on. Donnelly said, yes, Arizona is mountain time. Well, I thought Arizona was kind of like split or something, or part. I don't remember. Alex said, it'll be a therapeutic live chat for me. Pokemoke Forest said, how did that big bit hold up after that burl? Well, I actually had to sharpen it in between, like while I was drilling that. You guys didn't see it because I done such a good job on editing, but I actually had stopped drilling. I'd started and got a little ways into it, had to stop and actually hand sharpen it with a diamond stone because it just wasn't wanting to cut. It took forever. That video, the part where I was drilling that walnut burl, I probably spent a good 30 minutes drilling that. That video was sped up and quite a bit was actually cut out of it. But you don't really notice that it's like skipping. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do more sharpening on that 3-inch bit. Well, it's 12:41. I guess we can go till 1 o'clock if you guys want. We still got 15 people in here. That's amazing. Who'd have thought, getting a little political on here, that people would hang out? Yeah, I mean, there's so many people right now that are scared to be political on their channel, just like so many people are scared to have firearms or something on their channel. Now, we can't have firearms on a live, just so you know. That will get a video knocked out of there in a minute. So yeah, if you got a firearm in the background or anything on that live, you will be taken out. I will remove you from that live. So make sure there's no firearms in the background. Don't let them be on camera or nothing. That'll be the main rule. If you say gun in there, I don't care. YouTube does not care if you say that. YouTube does not care if you have firearms in your video. I just have to go in my YouTube Studio and put that on there. All right, so it will be limited on like the monetization that it can get, or it won't be monetized at all. But yeah, I mean, as long as there's not like some stupid stuff going on, or you know, saying false things about the sea, we try not to say the sea, all right, because those are keywords that can bring unwanted attention, really. But you know, I want us to have a discussion about it, and mainly I want everyone to share like what's going on in their country with the sea, political stuff about it, you know, how you feel about it, your opinions on it, mainly opinions. We don't want to talk really a lot of facts or anything about it, because facts could be conceived as wrong from certain fact checkers. So we don't want to be too much on that, but more like what you see going on around you and everything, that kind of thing. Have you got the Mustang figured out yet? Man. Hang on just a second, I'll answer that. Crazy Ed's Homestead, after I did my last live, I lost 30 subscribers. Dang. You ticked a few people off there, didn't you, Ed? Man. I saw it smoking, that's why I asked. Saw what smoking? What? Saw what smoking? What'd I miss here? Oh, the bit. No, it wasn't smoking. That was actually steam, because that wood was still moist. It wasn't fully dry. I hadn't put that in the kiln and got it dry. So that was actually steam from the heat from that bit. The bit didn't get hot enough to like take the temper out of it. There probably ain't any temper in it. It was a cheap bit, but yeah, the smoke, it wasn't smoke, that was steam being released from, it was creating enough heat while drilling that was steam coming out of that, wasn't smoke. Guns now identify as hole punches. Hey, they do that quite well. All right, so Patty Price said, have you got the Mustang figured out yet? Okay, all right, so money is an issue. I definitely need to get a engine fan for it. The engine fan is drawing way too many amps. The switch I put on the dash to be able to turn the fan on if I needed to, I went into town like 3 different times, and now I can't drive it anymore because it burned up the switch in the dash. Now, it's either AutoZone sells a really crappy switch, or the fan's drawing too many amps. I'm leaning towards the fan draws too many amps. So I pulled the fuse out of that circuit that I had created, so we don't have any issues with that. But yeah, can't drive it right now. I mean, I can do it the way I was and just run that jumper wire. But I don't like having to stop and hook it, you know, pop the hood up and hook up that jumper wire and unhook it every time I get somewhere. So I've got to get some money saved up for an engine fan. The other day when I hopped in it, I didn't even know that switch had burned up. I don't know what happened, but my windows wouldn't roll down, the AC wouldn't come on, the radio wouldn't come on. Yeah, major issues. Then I got out there this morning, turned the key on, and everything came on. So I don't know if it was like a breaker that had popped and like an automatic resetting breaker that was killing the power to the body control module. That's kind of what I think. Or maybe it was a relay, you know, had kicked off because of something crazy or something. I don't know. But yeah, can't drive it right now. Gotta fix it. Any other rules I need to follow? I don't think so. Yeah, I think I'm caught up on the chat. Whew. Yeah, I hate to make a whole bunch of rules, but you know, they're like just YouTube's rules. Ed's Crazy Ed's Homestead. People don't want you to be real, and they don't want you to speak the truth or speak your mind. And yes, I upset a few people. It's going to happen. If you speak your mind, you're going to upset a few people. The one live where I talked about a certain channel and some of the things that I know that they did, they have deleted some of their videos so other people don't think it happened. But 7 or 8 years ago, whenever that was, that channel done some stuff they created some Facebook hate groups on a channel and actually made a channel stop uploading, and that certain channel now has over 300,000 subscribers. And I know about some things they've done to another friend of mine. I know some of the things that happened that most of all the rest of the public doesn't know about. I know the guy has done some really stupid things in his life. I'm not saying he's a bad person or anything, but I do not watch his channel. And since I voiced my opinion on that live, I had to take it down because I was losing subscribers like crazy. And I don't want to like talk down about someone like that, but I'll tell you what, Jason Crocker has every right to feel the way about that person, the way he feels about that person and their channel. And no, it's not talking about Jaylena, okay? So y'all know that. It's not about her. It's another person that done him crooked. And I know about some of the stuff that guy did. And there's some videos out there on it. I'm not going to tell you guys how to look it up. It's out there. Somebody recorded it and put it back out. Patty Press said, sorry to hear that. Alex said, I must watch a couple of your Crazy Ed. That will be next after I have had some kip. Alright, what is kip? I don't know what kip is. See, it's stuff like this right here. We all can learn a little bit of something. I mean, it might be useless information, but it's nice to know these stuff, things like this, like like Daz and people from Australia, like when they say, you know, stay moist. You know, basically, it's kind of like saying have a beer, man, or something like that. You know, stay moist. Kind of like us here, we might say, hey, man, have a good one. You know. So what is kip? Is that smoke? A special kind of smoke? Is that food? Something to eat? I'm waiting for that comment to pop up. Alex, I have to say, I began with the Crockers after a suicide attempt. Jason Crocker and family have lifted my spirits. Sadly, the hate comments I see have so gotten to me, I have joined some. Yeah, it sucks when people don't have anything better to do than to put a hate comment out there. I mean, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, you know. I've, you know, had some little spats or whatever you want to call it with a few people online here and there. But I do not go and follow someone's channel to go and put, you know, some crappy comment on their video. I've voiced my opinion on a few things here and there, like let's say Simple Life Reclaim. Like the first video that they put out where Gary was using a chainsaw, he was a total noob. He'll admit it. He was a total noob. I could see the way he fell the tree that he fell. He did it wrong. Yeah, something didn't happen that time. You know, and I tried to give him a few pointers. You could kind of tell they probably really didn't want to take my advice at that time. I'd only met him like once before. But I was nice about it. I wasn't like an a-hole about it. But I was like, hey, I'll come out and I'll show you a little bit like what I know on how to fell a tree or whatever. I mean, he didn't do terrible, but the way he done his back cut on it wasn't exactly right, and it could have turned out bad. But I mean, I wasn't trolling, you know. And I see a lot of people that troll. Let's see here. Alex, moist is wet. Yeah, like, you know, keep your, you know, keep your mouth moist, basically. I think the way, I think it was Hoops that explained that on Ridge Life, saying it's kind of like just, you know, like, hey, have a drink on me or something like that. Keep moist, or yeah. Oh, Alex said, Kip is I need to sleep. Okay. Yeah, don't let me keep you up. Alex, I have joined some amazing channels via Crockers, but the haters have gotten to me. I don't know how you all cope, and that's why I admire you all you do YouTube. Myers Kid, what's up, Dave? I about missed it. Yeah, it's 12:53. I guess we're gonna go to about 1. Glad to see you're in here. So I guess Saturday at noon we're gonna have a very interesting live. We're gonna bring some of these guys on. It might get a little political. We're gonna talk about the sea and the shot and what people see in their country, and we're just gonna let that discussion kind of go its own way. I think I might have to try to steer it a little here and there. I'll be basically the moderator. I think I might put my opinion in there now and then, but I want to hear from all these other people and kind of like what they see in their country, what's going on there and all that stuff, because you know what, all we see here is what the news channels want to show us, and so I want to see what's really up from people who are there living it and what they see and their opinions. Don Lee said, I was guessing Kip was a beard. That's kind of what I was thinking, but I was like, Kip, that could be like a smoke. I don't know. Well, I mean, see, those sort of things, that's what this discussion is going to be. I want to learn some things about people in the UK. You know, let's see. Yeah, Alex, I think you're from the UK, British. And then hopefully we'll have Daz on here from Australia. Have him in the discussion. And then we've got Tim Graday. I'm not sure where he's from. He may have said, I can't remember. I got a short memory. But yeah, so there's at least 3 right there that we'll have in Saturday at noon. It will probably be a very interesting live, and we might let some other people in. I don't know, with 3 people it might be kind of full. Alex, no, enjoying this live, staying till y'all finish. Okay, 12:56 right now, so we got a few minutes. If you guys got any questions, throw them in there. Like I just started this live basically as a test, trying to figure out the GoPro. And man, look at where this discussion has went. Yeah, interesting. Some YouTubers can't take suggestions and then slam people for saying anything. Yeah, and that's the problem with a comment is, you know, it's really hard to know how they meant it. So usually I try to assume that they meant it in the best way possible. I try to think about it before I comment back or something. And then sometimes it's pretty it's self-evident, you know, what their intentions are. And so a lot of times I'll delete the comment so you guys don't have to put up with that. But as you'll notice, I don't have a whole lot of haters on my channel. They pop in from time to time, but they're not usually on. Alex, she said, bring in Jared Crocker. Well, that would be interesting. We would have to turn off filters for Jared because, man, we just say no holds barred, no filters, Jared Crocker. Hey, if Jared wants to pop in, he is more than welcome to come in and join the chat. I'd love to have him on. So Jared, if you see this video or if you hear about it, someone, you know, you guys can comment to Jared, hey, pop into Hood's Custom Shop this Saturday, whatever that is, at noon, or round about noon. We'll bring him on too to join the discussion. And I have no idea where it's going to go. No real constraints on where the conversation will lead to. Just we want to keep it, you know, civil and clean. You know, no foul language really, or to a minimum at least. A little slip here and there is acceptable, but we want to keep it as family friendly as possible. Myers Kid said that would be awesome. yeah, I don't even know how I come up with the idea. Also, guys, for those of you just now popping in, I'll be giving away a GoPro Hero 7 Silver. It's, you know, one that I've used for a couple of years now. I have the GoPro 8 now that has the interchangeable batteries on it. That's actually what you guys are watching me on right now. But the GoPro 7, I don't really have a lot of use for it right now, other than like maybe getting some B-roll footage or whatever. And I figure there's some of you guys out there that would love to have it, so we'll just do a giveaway once I reach 2,000 subscribers. So if you guys want to share some of my videos, preferably not this video, because this probably isn't going to bring in very many subscribers. You know, maybe some of my woodworking videos or something, and try to get some people in here, get me to 2,000. The sooner I get to 2,000 subscribers, the sooner we get to do that giveaway. And basically, I'll just do a video talking about the giveaway. The topic of the video, you know, the title will say something about the video. It'll say something about the giveaway, and you guys will just have to comment in that video, and then like a week later we'll do the giveaway. Let's see. Myers Kid said, how much are your cups you make? Would love one. I'm thinking right now base price is about $100 if it's made out of the straight grain black walnut. If it's made out of the crotch figure, it's probably going to be like 150. I know that seems a little steep, but you know, it's an entire day's worth of work no matter what. And then like the quality of the wood, or not quality, but the nicer looking, like the crotch figure and stuff, of course, is going to cost a little bit more. It's definitely harder to drill. And then if you want like a logo hand wood burnt onto it, that'll be a little bit more. And then at $100 for just a basic wooden black walnut cup, that will cover shipping. So there won't be like extra, you know, shipping or anything on there. And then when you guys send me the money through PayPal, I eat the, you know, what it costs. Like, let's say if you send me $100, I'm only going to get like 90 of it or something, because PayPal takes out a chunk of that. Let's see. Likeable, he said, well, I'm out. What is that, Adam? you can't keep it clean, Adam. I know it's hard to do, Adam. It is hard to do. Alex said they are joined at the hip. Have one, you get both. Can't forget Matt Crocker. Oh, is that what you're talking about? Jared and Matt. Hey, if I get both of them dudes on here, man, we'll probably get booted off of YouTube, but let's do it. It's been a while since I've had a video taken down by YouTube. So, hey, I'm allowed a strike, right? I think it's 3 strikes and you're out. I haven't had any yet, so we're safe so far, unless they give me 3 strikes on one video. Crazy Ed said, I was going to say the same thing, Adam. Yeah, I got to watch you, Crazy Ed. I know, I know how you are, and I know how you love to just try to, you know, keep it where you don't say them 4-letter words as best you can. Patty Price said, what upsets me with the YouTubers about the haters and stuff. Yeah. You are their friend from the beginning, and they get big, then forget who you are and can't say hi. Yeah, I mean, and you know, ever since I met like Jason, you know, we'd kind of been friends. Not like we really hit it off and like, you know, like sit there and talk and everything. Like at the last meetup, I really like said hi and, you know, hey, I'm going upstairs in my room. Kind of, you know, I didn't like talk to him a whole lot. you know, before the meetup, I was out there helping with like him and Matt Payne and Cold Beer. We were helping set up that little tent, the smaller tent out there. So I got to hang out with them pretty much with no cameras. Like, they did, you know, turn their camera on here and there and get a few shots, but it's not like we had a camera in our face, and that was really cool. Just getting to hang out with them and just not have to worry about a camera in your face. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, like, if I go in there and they're live, there's times when I'll say something they don't like acknowledge me or say nothing to me, and I get it. You know, they've got to try to, you know, talk to other people or whatever, and everyone likes for their comment to be read. And the great thing about my channel right now is the comment section isn't like going crazy, so I get a little more time to sit there and talk to everybody. Like, you know, my mom's in there. She said, "Hi everyone. Dawn Lisa's got to run. See y'all. See ya, Dawn." Alex, maybe I'm reading comments or translating incorrectly. Down side of comments and no voice. Yeah, I mean, if there's no voice to it, it's really hard to understand where a person's coming from, and they could be saying it like sarcastically, they could be serious. I mean, you don't know. It's just text that you're reading, and so it's hard to understand. That there's so much lost in the text. That's, you know, what's great about if we can do a live where we actually have, you know, face-to-face conversation like this Saturday at noon. We're gonna have some people on here and talk about some things, and we don't want it to get crazy and insane serious or anything. We just want to kind of shoot the bull and you know, get some other people's perspectives on some things. Possum Run Homestead, what did I miss? New neighbors came by to say hi. New neighbors, are you talking about the 41.36 neighbors? Yeah, the 41.36 neighbors you got out there are awesome people. I love them. They're great friends of mine. I can't wait to get out there and do some milling for them. David, do you know Scott from Rambling with the Brooms? He's from Canada. I don't know him. I know of their channel. I think I've only watched maybe one of their videos, I think. Again, it's really hard to go watch a lot of people's videos. Alex, so they were saying they are out to rude language, not to my suggesting they Crockers. I'll get it now. I don't know what you mean there. Adam said, "I'm forgetting everyone when I hit 1 million subs." You won't stay at 1 million very long if you do that, Adam. He'll be like, Hood's Custom Shop, who's that? Crazy Ed's Homestead, I made you a live tonight, cooking and just chatting. You made me alive? What are you talking about, Ed? Elaborate. We're at 107. We went over. Okay, Adam. We all love you too. LOL, my mom said. Possum Run said, no neighbors bought land next to me, but yes, I did meet up with Mel and Gary this morning too. Hey, tell them I said hi, and tell them not to watch this video. I don't want them to be like, he said what? No. Yeah, I hate the fact that I've got someone like pressuring me to get out there, and it's like I try to make this person understand that I cannot, like, I don't have really much pull in the say. I mean, when they are ready for me to come out with the mill is when they will be ready for me to come out with the mill, and I am not going to call them up and hassle them, you know, for me to come out whenever this person wants me to get out there. I mean, I don't want to feel pressured into, you know, like, it's just not right. I did not offer to come out there and mill for them to be hassled by somebody else, and feel like, you know, just because they sent me some money to go out there and help them, you know, I can't like be, hey, Anthony, Roxanne, you know, Mel, Gary, you guys need to have me out now. You know, there's a lot of pressure on me and I don't like it. And not from anyone at the 41.36. I don't want that misconceived there. I'll get out there when they're ready for me to get out there. We'll leave it at that. All right, so Like a Boy Homestead, Ed, I thought you were going live yesterday. Crazy as Homestead, I may do a live tonight, cooking and chatting. Crazy as Homestead, Adam, I was going to, but I was on a military base all night till about 8 Central Time. Oh. Man, last time I was on a base, they took my phone, they took my CB, they took my Pew Pew. What else was it? Yeah, CB. Couldn't turn the radio on or anything. Couldn't have my phone. I was over in Norfolk at that place over there, delivering food. Roberta's Artistic Adventures. Hello, Dave. Hey, what's up? Welcome to this live. We're actually just getting ready to get off here. We were only going to go till 1. We've run over a little bit. No big deal. I don't mind staying on a little bit longer if you guys are having fun. We still got 13 people in here. If you got other things to do, you feel free to jump out and go get things done or whatever. You can come back and skip through to this point or whatever. But yeah, we'll be getting off of here pretty soon. I got a few things I got to get done today. They said you're going to be coming out in the near future to do the lumber other people need, to not worry about y'all's schedule. Hope I get to meet you while you're here. Yeah, I hope so too. And I hope, what I'm really hoping is that I get to meet the bearded carpenter. That guy, man, I'm hoping he'll be out there to kind of like, you know, I don't know if Mel and Gary are milling the logs that are going on their log home. I don't know if they're going to be doing like 2 flats on them or something, or if they're doing them like the bearded carpenter's been doing the cabin that he's currently working on. So I have no idea exactly what they're doing, but I'm hoping the bearded carpenter will be there to help show me like how things should be, because I've never built a log cabin and definitely got to pick that guy's brain. I can run sawmill for sure, and I'm hoping we can just like let Mel and Gary, or you know, boy, brain fart, Country Oak Cure, there we go, you know, let them run the mill or something, and I can use the pickup and the Log Arts trailer to move logs, put them on the mill or whatnot, and just have a blast and let them get some time in on the mill. I have no problem with letting them run the mill. If they ruin a blade, you know, oh well, it happens, and it's going to happen. That's one thing, you will ruin a blade if you own a sawmill. It's not a big deal. I've got a bunch of blades and I can hand sharpen them, which I need to make sure I sharpen some up before I go down. I had some sharpened up, but I've been using them. Roberta's Artistic Adventures said, hello, Like a Boy Homestead. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. Like a Boy said, all good. I was supposed to have a video uploaded last week. Slacker. Adam slacking. Paul the Bearded Carpenter is working on a log cabin. Ruse the road from me. I'm guessing that's a ways up the road from you. He's here almost every afternoon. Cool. You should contact the Bearded Carpenter yourself to set up a meetup time. He'd love it. Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be like set up more or less with Mel. Mel, she's the one that I think does all the planning of this stuff. It's better to let her take care of it than me, because I ain't got a clue. All I know is when they say, get your stuff down here, I'll be getting my stuff down there. And she knows, Mel knows I want to meet up with him. We've talked about that on one of their lives before, and she said definitely need to try to have him down there at the same time. Which, I mean, I imagine when I come down, it's not going to be just for one day. I mean, it'll take a day to drive down there and set up and everything. So I'll be there for several days. I don't know how long, but several days. Again, that's up to them. I don't have a job right now, so I don't have anything like, you know, necessarily like pressing me to, you know, be here or there or wherever. And that was another thing, like this other person that had sent me some money was like, do they know, like, you know, why are you asking them to pay for fuel and everything? And that's what it's been since the beginning. I know in Ridge Life's live, he kind of implied that I was doing it 100% free. That was not the deal from the get-go. And I told him in that live, I said, no, I'm not doing it 100% free. I just asked that they cover my expenses. So I want that to be out there, like that no one thinks that I'm like trying to make money off of them or anything, but I wasn't doing it 100% free. Just like with when I went to Like a Bully Homestead, I didn't do that for free. They gave me a little bit of money to pay for expenses. So let's see, I think it will be fun myself. Definitely. I don't know if you're talking about going out to the 41.36 or the Saturday's live. I think both are going to be a blast. But yeah, I mean, I had to come up with something exciting on my channel to try to build my channel. And sometimes you got to do a little bit of controversial stuff. And yeah. Alex K. Dave, I have to go. The dog is staring at me with eyes that are telling me to take her out. I will see you Saturday. Good. See you Saturday. Like a Bully said, lunchtime. Talk to y'all later. See you later, Adam. Roberta's Artistic Adventure said, hi, Alex, I know that look. Alright, guys, it is 1:16, so we went a little over. So, man, I hope to see y'all on Saturday. I hope we get to 2,000 subscribers here pretty soon. We'll do that GoPro 7 giveaway and be looking for a video on the giveaway. And make sure you comment on that video, and that will enter you to win. So, guys, we'll see you later. Let's see here. Let me catch up on this. Roberta's Artistic Adventure said, that is reasonable for sure, Dave. Your expenses need to be covered with you not bringing in your own income. Exactly. I can't afford right now to go down there. You know, maybe tomorrow someone might show up and buy a bunch of lumber from me, and then I could say, you know, if someone was to buy $1,000 of lumber from me or something, then I would have some money, and I could tell them, hey, look, I've got it covered now. But that hasn't happened right now. All right, things are really not good in the economy, especially where I'm at right now, and stuff is not selling. So yeah, it's rough, and I can't go get an over-the-road job right now because that would prevent me from going and milling for them, possibly. Okay, so I don't want to go get a job like that. I mean, I might have to go do some odd jobs or something here or there, and try to figure out the schedule. And I mean, to be honest with you, if I did have a job and they called and set a date and said, we'd like to have you down on this date, I'd probably quit my job to go do that. Because, I mean, I can go get a job anywhere. If tomorrow, if I wanted a job, I can go get one. I have 21 years safe driving, couple million miles under my belt in a semi truck that's safe, no accidents, no tickets. I know how to weld really good. I've worked for under a certification before. I mean, it ain't that hard for me to get a job. It's just in this area, they don't pay very good on jobs like that, and a lot of the industry has shut down because of the recent stuff, which we might talk about a little more on Saturday. But anyways, have a great day, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye. Let me see if I can close this out now. I don't know how to do this, so